looking for the cube. It has 6 sides, length, height, and depth. But the really confusing question, can it really exist? Yes, of course, every solid can have a real existence. Let's say it's a room, for example. So, of course, in places we can just move freely right, left, forward, and backward, and then flow using hot air balloons, marines, rockets, planes, we can move up and down. But the really confusing question, can we move the same on time? It's really against mental thinking, but in our story, it does, and with some convincing evidence that it could really happen. Hi everyone, my name is Basmala Abdalaziz from Zenobia Intermediate Girls School. Today we are gonna have a book under the name of The Time Machine. So let's start. So our story starts with a scientist that we are calling him the time traveler. So he's a scientist that made his mind and started the process. He started his process by inviting his friends for the Thursday's meeting up. He showed them the model of the time machine, as he called it. Days passed till the next friends meeting up. On the day, the weird thing occurred, and it was that the time traveler has already traveled on time and he's now in a bad state. He asked for a piece of meat and sat between the aliens as nothing had happened. On that time, the aliens had millions, or no, tons of questions. When? What happened? So when the time traveler honored us with his curiosity, he started to tell us the story that started at the below. I traveled for the distance that can't be counted. You can just say it's more than 800,000 years ahead. I found myself upside down as the time machine traveled on the journey. When I woke up, I found myself above a beautiful green hill covered with different kinds of flowers that I couldn't really recognize. So if I told you that this is not the confusing part of the story, it's just the beginning. I got to know more puzzling things, just like the people of the island, the gentle fairy-like childish creature. They are just living enjoyable and free a life that may cause them to live forever. There's no such causes of death, such like political disagreements, famines, and diseases. On the other hand, I discovered the discovery that I really wish I don't know, and it's the people of the Moloch. The people of the Moloch who was once subservient by the people of the island, now prey on a feedable, defenseless island. It's just illustrating the Darwinian model by the revolution of the natural selection, by the changes of the natural world species. On the time, my really huge problem is not this. The huge problem that I cannot find my time machine. The only way for me to escape from this horrible nightmare. When I finally found a metal rod to open the door and the white statue that I mentioned previously, my fears come true, and I was there with the Morlocks who seemed that they wanted a lot. Modified, of course, I managed to escape, and here am I. To sum up, it's a very good, excellent humanity novel that wants to show you how important are you in this life. Your role, being a woman or a man, does always make it worth it. The fact that you should know that you shouldn't stop here does always make sense. You should always choose carefully. You can't just miss it twice. Thank you.